Hi, I'm Denise from Refresh Her, and welcome into my kitchen. Well, I'm going to make some gifts that are like a homemade chocolate cake ready to pop into the microwave of my friends or family that received this. I bought some really pretty little microwave safe mugs, and the combinations that go inside of the mug are going to be all ready to add just a few more ingredients, and when I give it to the recipients, all they'll have to do is add just a few more things like some milk and some oil and stir it up, pop it into the microwave, and they will have a hot fudgy cake ready to eat. And you put marshmallows on top of it, so it kind of has a little some more taste to it. So let me show you what we need to be able to put these gifts together, and then I'll show you how I'm going to assemble mine. For each mug, you will need a 1/4 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of cocoa, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips, bittersweet. I'm using semi-sweet. I don't quite like that. Then you're also going to need baking powder, cinnamon, and salt. So I've already added the flour and the cocoa to each of my mugs. And again, make sure that the mug is microwave safe because they can get really, really hot. Even it's going to be in there for 1.5 minutes. So you know what it's like to touch one that's not microwave safe. It's super, super hot. So now I'm going to add the sugar. So I've added the flour. So I'm going to add the sugar to each one. Make it nice and sweet. So now all of those ingredients, the 3 ingredients, the cocoa, the flour, and the sugar have been added. I got this recipe from my Southern Living this month for December. It had some really great ideas. The next thing we're going to add is the chocolate chips, and that calls for 2 tablespoons. It also calls for pecans. I am not going to add that because I happen to know that there's a nut allergy of one of the family members, so I'm going to leave those out. You could also use the little tiny mini chocolate chips. It's going to make it really nice and chocolatey. I don't know if you've ever had one of those molten cakes, but this is really a good take on the molten cake, and it's much easier. And it's all ready. All they have to do is add milk, oil, and vanilla. And it'll be ready for them to pop into the microwave. Okay, so there's all those ingredients. The next thing I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of the baking powder. The cinnamon is what gives it that Mexican flavor, Mexican hot chocolate. And if you think it's not important to add the salt, just leave it out one time. I've done that. So now we're going to add just 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay. So there's all the ingredients, and now let's look at the next step. So the next thing that I did was I stirred up the ingredients that are inside the mug, just so that they're all combined. And then it asks you to take mini marshmallows and put them into a separate bag. I have these little tiny Ziploc bags that last year I put some hot chocolate spoons in here. And so it's really a nice little size. So I take these, got the air out, zip them up, and put the marshmallows in here. And let me give you one other little tip about marshmallows because they go bad so fast. I will take these, put a clip on them, and put them into the freezer, and that way they stay as long as I need them. So then I'm going to take this mug, and I have put one already inside of a little bakery sack, and I found these at the Dollar Tree. There were 8 in a package, and it's a perfect size to be able to slip that mug inside of. And again, your mug has to be, I think it's 11 ounces, so that when you add the liquid to this, it will be sufficient to hold everything. But I think this is a really nice gift to be able to give to somebody. The last thing you have to do is you can go to southernliving.com/tag and print off the instructions to finish off the cake, and it'll tell your recipient exactly what they need to do to be able to make the cake. So I just baked mine up. It is fudgy and delicious. I would caution you to underbake it a little bit and make sure that you give time for it to set up a little bit so that it's still gooey and really moist down at the bottom. Makes it like that molten cake. This would be super good with a scoop of ice cream. You could leave the marshmallows off if you don't like marshmallows, but a little bit of ice cream in there, or you could crunch up peppermint sticks, pieces, chocolate chips, drizzle a little sauce over it. This is good stuff, folks. I hope you'll make one. I think this is a really good gift idea, really, for anyone that likes chocolate cake, but I think it would be a super gift for somebody maybe that doesn't like to bake for themselves but would appreciate a warm, hot chocolate cake to be able to have in their own home. So I hope you'll bake up something delicious in your kitchen, and I thank you for stopping by mine. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.